What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about stellar lumens today, XLM. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. It is the 27th day of August, and here we are dropping about, well, we're down about 7% this week. What are we down today? Down about 3.8% today. Looking like we are searching for a lower low, potentially. Maybe we get a tweezer bottom here. We could find support right here. You know, you do like these tweezer bottoms, it seems. Let's look at this on a 1 hour time frame and see where we're going. If we do see a lower low, I don't expect it to be by much, but we really could hold up here and then start to move up. This is a nice setup, actually. It's a really nice setup. I like the way it looks, but it's just too early to really make this call yet, right? But it kind of looks like a nice like W pattern right here. You've got those like pointed kind of lows, maybe. If it's not a pointed, if you don't got an atom here, if it's not like that, then it might be some kind of rounded eve pattern, and that's okay, right? Atom here. Are you getting set up for the eve? Are you getting set up for the atom? Sometimes it's atom and eve, whatever. Double bottom pattern that can definitely send you to not just higher prices, but even higher than where we were back here, back on the 22nd there, where there's some real hopes that we found our low and that we were going to move up higher. But damn it, we gave it all back slowly but surely. Looking at this on the 1 hour indicators, we've got our RSI in trouble, rejecting the 50 here, coming down like this. I don't like the look of that, to be completely fair. But it can turn around. You know, you're reluctant to get oversold, it seems. You know, you've rejected the 50 once, twice, even got up here and rejected it again, and you just haven't been oversold any of those times. This 1 hour time frame starting off on a low note, but you got 41 minutes left. You look like you're double bottoming, man. But again, 41 minutes left to see how it closes. If you can close and come back up, Bitcoin here is trying to shake out the markets. And I know I'm jumping all over the place, going from stellar lumens to Bitcoin, but I don't believe that we're going to continue to go lower. A lot of shorts have been piled on in the past hour. Let's just see. Yeah, even more are being piled on, right? Or at least some longs are being taken off. Actually, it looks like less shorts are on now than they were a second ago, but it's closer. That means some longs have gotten piled off. We're at the lows. Moments like this, like that hour, are taking people who are putting these trends under a microscope, and it's shaking them out of the markets before we actually start to rally. Really, you look at Bitcoin, you have higher lows with a flat top. I think we're about to break out and move up, right? Stellar Lumens here kind of has a double bottom pattern. I think we're about to break out and move up. If we're looking at this on the MACD, I like the stochastics, by the way. You have bullish divergence there. Looking at the MACD is not favorable, for being fair, but it's the 1 hour time frame, and that can change. The MACD is like the most lagging indicator out of the three that we got there. So 4 hour time frame here, again, optimistic so long as you hold this low. I would even say that you can go below this low, but just barely. And any time that you spend below that low, you want it to be very minimal. Perhaps at the lowest we could expect to go here. You definitely don't want to go below that low, because if we go below 36 cents, you guys, 36.1 cents from a low to a high, I would expect that we do go all the way down to 33.6 to 30.7 cents, which, you know, saying it out loud, I'm like, you don't want to do that because now you're going to do this. This really isn't that bad. Whatever. 33.6 cents. Come at us, bro. Give us some cheaper prices. We're ready for you. I don't think it's going to happen, though. I think that while there are a lot of people who are panicking, I think there is a lot of demand for altcoins and Bitcoins and crypto as a whole right now. I don't think we're going to get that chance to buy lower. I think that there is some serious demand going on, and any kind of dip at all, which we're in right now, is going to get eaten up, and very, very quickly. Looking at this on the 4 hour time frame, the RSI, again, kind of pathetic, but things are shifting, right? You've got this downtrend. It's pathetic because you can't really stay above the 50. That's why it's pathetic. You can't even live. The amount of life above the 50 is just absent, besides this one little island of hopes and dreams for a day that you had, right? But what's nice is you had this downtrend. You've turned it into a sideways trend, excusing this blemish, and you're probably going to get set up to turn it into an upwards trend. That tends to be the case. Like the next phase of this would be to move to the upside. So you're forming higher lows, get some higher highs in there, right? If we can get to the 60, stop getting oversold, and then eventually get overbought instead of getting oversold, that'd be a real sign that things are turning around. I also like this U here, this little like U shape right there. I like that a lot. It's like a U. I don't know, or an N. I don't know why I call it a U. It's an N, right? So that's the letter N. U would be to the upside. Anyways, I like that little curve in there. Typically, that does bring, you know, I mean, you had that same kind of look here, and you went up, right? You had a miniature one right there, and you went up afterwards, inevitably down, of course. You had that here, right there, right? Had that to the opposite effect right here, and you went down. right there on a small effect. I feel like I'm looking at the Ethereum chart. I'm getting deja vu from this. It's crazy how very similar that is. Anyways, or maybe it was the XRP chart that I'm thinking of actually. I gotta be careful. I scratched my beard. I was unaware of how loud that is. Like you guys can hear that, can't you? Anyways, if anybody's watching this or they're not watching it but they're just listening to the audio, that probably sounds weird. It's like, what is he scratching? What is it that C-Zar anyways, C-Zar scratches. 4-hour time frame here. The MACD, I have to say I don't necessarily like the 4-hour with the histogram, but I do like the oscillators giving us higher lows right here. The higher lows, the lower lows is bullish divergence. You've got some form of bullish divergence with your RSI and the stochastics as well. You just need to show some life, man. Hold up here and move up higher. I think you can. But do you think you can? It's all about you, Stellar. Do you believe in yourself? I believe in you, but that might not be enough. And again, if we do go lower, boo-hoo. We drop like 4 cents at the most, 3 cents, maybe even we drop like half a cent. We go barely below this low. Who knows? But in time, we're going to be moving up higher. In time, we're going to break out of this phase. You zoom out, you look at this on a daily time frame. It's undeniable that we're in a very bullish phase of consolidation here, right? This type of consolidation after a run up like this, it's anything but bearish. I would be very, very surprised if we broke down like this. I mean, if we were to break down, typically you pump, you dump. It would have happened already. This is consolidation. People are chomping at the bit to buy this before it goes any higher. That's what I'm thinking, right? We've got this kind of W shape here even overall. But to me, it really does look like a bull flag or some kind of broadening wedge. I would expect that we do break out to the upside, and with that, we'll see new relative highs to this as well, right? We've broken out of our downtrend here. We are forming a little downtrend here, miniaturized downtrend. Once we break out of that, once we see prices above about 43 cents, it's go time, and we should be rallying to new highs, new relative highs than anything that we've seen this whole bull cycle, okay? From a high to a low, the expectation would be, based off this fib extension, that the first target area would be about 87 cents to $1.30. And then from there, we should go to about $1.77 to $4.14. Something in that zone there might be where we go. I said $4.14. I'm just on autopilot right now. I don't think that we get the $4.14. I really think that we're going to get somewhere more in this area. Technically, yes, the secondary target zone is the 1886 to the 2618, so I suppose it's possible. But I would more expect that we go to like $2.77 to $1.77, most likely somewhere in between there would be my guess, okay? At a minimum, the expectation would be that we see $1.50, right, by the end of this move. Of course, I meant it whenever I said that this is our first target area, the primary target zone. We probably find turbulence there, but ultimately, I think we're going to get up into this zone here. So all in all, Stellar Lumens, you're at 38 cents right now. Once you get above 43 cents, that's how we know it's go time. And whenever it's go time, we're not stopping for long, at least. We're not really going to see a significant stop like this or anything larger than this until we're at probably prices above $2, if not at least $1.50, okay? I got nothing else for you. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Take care of yourselves. Let's actually look at the weekly time frame real quick. The stochastics look great. The MACD looks great. I don't necessarily like the RSI, but you're at a point where you could bounce here. Rejecting the overbought zone is not ideal, but you've rejected the overbought zone before and then bounced right at this exact area before. Granted, you still went lower inevitably, but you did bounce at least. You bounced right here before, like literally right there. This little pump fake with the overbought zone and then coming down like this. It's something that you've done a handful of times. So actually, even though I don't like this, for XLM, I actually do like this. Like standard, I don't like this, but this is something that you've done before continuing to run up a few different times. So I'm okay with that. I want to look at the ribbons, and then we'll end this video, okay? Ribbons here. It's a ribbon kind of day. Weekly ribbon looks healthy, looks very good. Again, opening that idea even that we could go down to like 35 cents, and if we do go down to 35 cents, that's okay. It's not a problem. Who cares? It's just an opportunity to buy. We're at about 38 cents now, so do it. I dare you. Daily time frame here. We are below the ribbon. Okay, so typically whenever you're below the ribbon and it's postured up like this, you would expect to pull back through. So you're just winding up. You're getting really, really tight. Think of it like a spring. You're getting condensed, right? We saw it back here. You were below the ribbon, and then boom, you launched right above it. Inevitably, you went lower, unfortunately. Let's not do that reaction. Let's break above it and then not come back below it, right? Let's continue to rally. But I think that this is fine. Once we get above, by this standard, it would be like 41 cents is the price to get above. And as the days go on, that price will even lower. So I say 43 cents, but really this ribbon would say 41 cents is whenever it's time to start getting excited. Whenever we do that, we should be rallying, seeing some ex- explosive price action. What about the 3-day time frame? Right at an area to bounce as well. All in all, I think we're looking good, you guys. Just on the short-term stuff, we're a little bit volatile, maybe shaped to the downside, but the monthly, the weekly, the daily, it all looks good. So just be patient, buy the dip, and hodl, okay? Hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.